Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Salamat po sa pag-imbita. Collaborative Cartographies with Cities and Communities ang ating topic. Sa madali pong salita, pagmamapa po ng sama-sama. Mahirap pa rin pong explain sa tatay ko ano ang ginagawa ko. So ito na lang po yung lagi kong sinasabi sa kanya kapag may family reunion po kami. Gumagawa po ako ng mapa, tatay. Tapos ibinebenta ko po. Nakakapagbayad po ako ng renta kasi kapag binabanggit ng aking mga tito, tita, anak, anong ginagawa mo? Geographer po ko, pati urban planner. Ganun ba? Ito yung bato. Anong bato to, anak? So ito na lang po yung sinasabi ko. Gumagawa po ako ng mapa at plano. Simple lamang po ang mensahe natin ngayong hapon, 3 mensahe lamang para po sa ating mga Pilipino dahil ang sitwasyon ho natin ay katulad ng ating mga ninuno, laging nasa delikadong sitwasyon. Una ho sa lahat, wala hong lugar na completely safe. There's no completely safe place in the Philippines. There are only places of varying risks. And for us, for our ancestors, we've lived with that all our lives. And let me tell you that story through maps. Halimbawa, ito ang Pilipinas, napakarami nating ilog, lagi tayong binabaha. O halimbawa, ang ating mga dalampasigan, coastlines, 7,641 islands. Ito naman ho yung nagpapakita ng mga lugar kung saan mas mataas ang incidence or probability ng landslides, steep slopes according sa batas. 18% slopes and above. Ito naman ho ay galing sa isang historical record of earthquakes in the Philippines simula noong 1917, I think, yun yung data set. Ito naman ay trenches, faults, and volcanoes, yung maliliit ho na bilog na nakikita natin ay yung mga bulkan at yung mga lines ay mga trenches and faults. Halimbawa, ito naman, ito yung lahat ng dinaanan ng bagyo over the past 50 years sa loob ng Philippine Islands. Makikita natin kung nasaan ho, aling isla sa Pilipinas ang mas maraming dinaanan ng bagyo. Ito naman ho, yung ating mga infrastructure, halimbawa yung ating mga daan at ang ating mga syudad. Again, my message is there's no completely safe place in the Philippines. There are only places of varying risks and vulnerabilities. At dahil doon ho, habang ako ay tumatanda, nakapag-aral, lumabas, nagtrabaho, nagturo, ang iniisip ko, ano kayang gagawin ko sa buhay katulad ni JP? Ang alam ko lang ho ay magmapa. Kaya lang ang pagmamapa kasi, tinitingnan siya bilang isang passive na gawain. Pupunta ka, magdodrawing ka, tapos na. So ano talaga ang pwedeng gawin ng pagmamapa para mabigyan ng kaginhawaan ang mga Pilipino? How can mapping make a difference? Lalo ho sa ating mga komunidad na malayo ho sa syudad. Yung mga lugar na nakaharap sa mga bagyo, nakaharap sa mga lindol habang sila ay naghihirap. So, a long time ago in the Philippine archipelago, far, far away, at least from the other places in the world, nangyari ho si Yolanda noong 2013. Napakamalas ho ng taon na yon, may gera sa Zamboanga, lumindol sa Bohol. Tapos, nag-Yolanda, 3 sabay-sabay. At ito ho yung nangyari sa Tacloban. Ito ho si Bagyong Yolanda, nung pumasok siya sa Pilipinas, dito po ako nagtrabaho doon sa lugar na yun. Ang pangalan niyo po ay Giwan Eastern Samar. Sunod na ilipat din ako sa Tacloban, bando ho doon sa kaliwa. Pero una hong tinamaan si Giwan Eastern Samar at napaka-importante ho niya sa storya natin ngayong hapon. Napakarami din hong namatay. Ito po ang official figure, 6,300. And ang aming pong unang issue na nakita ay ito. May mapa, pero hindi mo siya makuha. Kailangan mo magplano dahil nasira yung mga bahay. Kailangan ng relocation, kailangan ng iba naman, patatagin ng bahay. Pero hindi libre yung mapa, o kaya naka-JPEG lang siya, hindi kami makagawa ng maayos na spatial analysis, higher-level analysis. Or libre yung mapa, pwede mo din siyang ma-process, pero mag-request ka pa, susulat ka pa, maghihintay ka ng 3 buwan. Tapos pagdating nung datos, putol yung kalahati ng bayan. Tapos na ang laban, patay na ang kabayo, kumbaga. Sa dulo ng lahat ng yon, hindi usable yung mapa. At kung ikaw yung survivor ni Yolanda, kawawa naman ako kasi nasalanta na ako, hindi pa ako matulungan na mas maayos. Kahit na may datos naman. In general, although there are other agencies such as Project NOAA, Project DREAM, who proved this otherwise. They provided free, open, and accessible data. They are a bright spot in the midst of a dark landscape. Halimbawa ho, Tacloban City. Nung nangyari ho si Yolanda, kinailangan ng mga tao ng maayos na datos upang planuhin ang kanilang mga komunidad. Anong gagawin natin sa ating kinabukasan para sa ating mga anak? Andun ho si Tacloban sa ilalim. Hulaan ho ninyo, ano ang nawawala sa mapang ito? Para pong Dora the Explorer. Which thing is missing from the map? Ito po, si San Juanico Bridge. Ang sikat na infrastructure. Nandun po siya. Pero wala po siya dun sa mapa. Official map po ito. At this is just a reflection of the current state of the data quality that we have for the Philippines, despite the fact that we are prone and exposed to different risks and vulnerabilities. At hindi lamang po ito sa Tacloban. So, ang aming tanong sa aming mga sarili noon, nung kasama ko ang aking team, anong gagawin natin? Kalaban mo na yung sistema, hindi ka makakuha ng datos, kulang pa siya. Okay, anong gagawin natin? Pero kailangan nating tumulong para sa bayan. Ito hong pangatlo lumabas. O sige, kahit nakulang ang datos, pumunta tayo doon at gawin natin yung mapa kasama sila. Because in the foreseeable future, I can't imagine maybe the next 5 years that those things will change, that some government agencies take a long time to have those reforms. But people need help now. In fact, people needed help before the disaster. Okay, ito po yung ating lugar kanina. Balik tayo dun sa unang bayan na tinamaan ni Yolanda, Giwan, Eastern Samar. Ito ho ang kanilang poblasyon. This is their town center. 40,000 people and a very lovely town. Napakaganda ho ng lugar na yon. Napakaraming mga magandang lugar, napakaraming isda, kaya napakaraming tao. At kakaiba din ng itsura ng lugar na yon. Para kang nasa ibang planeta. Ito ho siya. Alright. It's a very interesting place because it was the first landing of Ferdinand Magellan, si Homonhon Island. Doon ho siya, bago ho siya nagmisa sa Silimasawa, although pinag-aawayan pa ho nila yon. Next, nung bumalik ho ang mga Amerikano, nakipaglaban ho sila sa mga Hapon in the waters around Giwan, Eastern Samar, in Leyte Gulf. At sila din po ang first landfall ni Super Typhoon Haiyan. So sabi ko po sa mga tao doon, ano po bang meron sa bayan ninyo? Welcoming party of colonialism, conflict, and climate change. Alright. Ito yung nangyari sa bayan. Vast devastation before and after, August and November. If you see the brown place there, that's the area that was scarred away by the storm surge. And this is the picture of that beach. I went there. This was the first picture I shot the moment I got there. There used to be a beach over there. At mas mataas ho ito sa akin. Ganon kalakas si Yolanda, kakainin niya hindi lang yung bahay mo, kundi yung lupa sa ilalim ng bahay mo. Ito naman ho sa isang isla, sa sobrang lakas ho ng hangin, sabi sa akin, Sir, tignan mo yung puno ng niyog. Wala ho yan bago yung Yolanda. So imagine if you were outside and these debris were flying around like that. Alright, so what did we do? 1 week before the disaster, there was a group called the Humanitarian Open Street Map, which organized a global mapathon. 700 to 800 volunteers every day mapping the Philippines before the typhoon struck because the data was incomplete. So these are the islands. Ito ho ay untold story. There were people outside of the Philippines who were so concerned about us that 5 days before they were mapping the places to be hit the typhoon. Because these maps were used later on to deliver, for example, the relief goods or to help the local governments create the post-disaster plans. Next, what did we try to do? We tried to adapt the situation of the community member. Back then, when you were a map maker, you were viewed as this top-down guy. I'm in my table, I'm drawing the landscape, I'm an expert, I know what I'm doing. But that didn't work. So we had to go down to the communities, work with them, and make the map not just for them, but with them, so that they can trust the map, they can own the map. And when we leave, hopefully they'll use the map some more. So we treated the place, hindi ito blank slate. This is a place of memories. This is a place of things that are important to people, and we have to put that in the maps. All right, this is my team. We went around para daw kaming nagbabakasyon. And we made these maps. So we collected all of the data sets from different government agencies, DNR, DOST, put them here. The red zones here are the landslide-prone areas, courtesy of Project NOAA and Dream Team. And then the green ones are the flood-prone areas. FIVOX provided the layers for the tsunami and other hazards. Ito po sa Suluan Island, ito ho yung unang isla na tinamaan ni Bagyong Yolanda. And then, if you look closer, there are red dots over there, which are the houses which we mapped with the locals, which were not there in the previous maps. They complained to us, David, hindi ko nga makita yung bahay ko. Mali nga yung pangalan ng barangay ko. Bakit ko pagtitiwalaan yung mapa na galing galing sa labas. So we had to change our approach, and hence these types of maps. And after that, we had them printed in tarpaulin and laminated formats because people there didn't have internet. No smartphones, therefore no access to the Project NOAA app. Not reliable electricity. At pag umulan, mababasa yung usual na paper maps. In fact, when I returned last year, the maps were still there. All right, and this is, I guess, one of the key points of the activity with the team. Collaborative cartography is about choices. Anong klaseng mga choices yung pinag-usapan po natin? First of all, what to include or exclude in the map. Back then, people felt excluded because their house was not even in the map. And that's very important, especially the name of the places too. And number two, through the map-making process with the community, we were able to understand the choices that they did, why they were there in the first place. Hence this story, Victory Island, Giwan Eastern Samar. They lost 17 people, the bodies were never found. First landfall in Yolanda, those people lived over here. This was the shot from CNN. This was from one of my visit, and they're in a precarious situation because after the disaster, government wanted them to move out. Everyone within a 40-meter buffer of the shoreline moved out. And then some of the village chiefs told me, David, masasabi ko ba sa storm surge na tumigil siya sa 41 meters? People thought it was absurd, and the whole island was completely inside that buffer zone. But people stayed anyway. So we made the map with them and then tried to know their condition. This is Victory Island. It's a lovely mini archipelago, yung region niya. And there are so many houses indicated by red dots. In fact, there are 700 people inside that 200-meter long island in the middle of Leyte Gulf, 1 to 2 hours by boat. Nakaharap sa Yolanda. Meanwhile, in the government map, this is from the National Mapping Agency, this is the official map, it's just a coral. Pero bumoboto po sila. At may barangay captain sila. At may barangay hall sila, meron din silang elementary school. There's a contradiction there. And this is one of the maps that later on we were able to make with them. They were missing in the maps. So they had to be made visible so that the issue will be elevated. And later on we discovered, bakit po kayo tumira dyan? Kasi anak, maraming isda eh. 30 years na kami dito, galing pa kaming Bohol. Nasa kabilang region pa yung ancestors nila. And we found out na every year they've been trying to expand the island by reclaiming through trash. So tatabunan nila ng basura, lalagyan ng lupa, etc. etc. This made me realize think about other islands in the Philippines. Paano na ibang mga lugar sa Pilipinas? I guess may similar situation nila. Nakalimutan na sila before the disaster, nakalimutan pa rin sila after the disaster. And I guess this is one of the points of collaborative cartographies to make sure that the missing communities become visible. During the course of that 2-year adventure, we're able to work with the communities throughout that municipality sa Giwan, help them prepare the evacuation plans, etc. Ito ho yung isa sa pinaka-importanting nangyari nun, and this is part of my ending. 1 year after, meron pong bagong bagyo, si Typhoon Ruby. Hindi ho siya kasing lakas ni Haiyan, pero sobrang lakas din niya. At dahil isang taon ho kami nagmamapa, isang taon ho kami nag-uusap, isang taon namin iniintindi isa't isa, dumating sa punto na naiintindihan na ng tao yung ibig sabihin ng mapa. At mas madali nang gawin yung mga plano, mas madali na silang i-implement. By doing cartographies collaboratively, we move beyond just helping people find the map, which is the status quo. This is the website, download the maps. That's the current status quo, kind of incomplete. And we also moved away from helping people find the map or find themselves in the map. Hindi lang, okay, ito po kayo, meron pong storm surge dyan, etc., etc. No, we didn't stop there. We moved beyond that to actually making the maps with the community so that the project will be more sustainable and more lasting and more effective. So, ito ho, balik tayo kanina sa story natin. 1 year after, may paparating na bagyo, mas napadali yung evacuation, ginamit nila ibang mga mapa kasi wala ho silang evacuation center. Lumipat ho sila sa bahay ng ibang mga kabarangay nila at wala pong casualty. At natuwa naman po ako doon kasi at least may nangyari naman at masaya na din yung tatay ko sa wakas. Ilaman po, hihiram po ako kay Miguel Sijuco. Ang sinabi niya tungkol sa art. Art cannot change the world. But same with mapping. Mapping cannot directly change the world. And that is true. Kasi nagdo-drawing lang naman tayo eh. Pero kung gagawin natin siya kasama ang tao, hindi lang para sa tao, hindi lang para sa bayan, kundi kasama ang bayan, it can help those that will change the world. Salamat po na marami.